In today's video, I just want to go over really quickly why there hasn't been any videos for the past couple of days. Now first off, the footage in the background, it's just me playing Mono Blue. Anyway, let's move on to the topic at hand. So the main reason at the moment why I'm currently not that interested in MTG Arena is mainly because of everyone's new favorite card to hate, which is Nexus of Fate. As you should be aware of, Nexus of Fate does something really weird things with MTG Arena as of the recording of this video. Also, there are quite a few people that when they play ranked or best of 3 ranked and they play with a Nexus deck, if it looks like they can't win, they will actually stall the game. Like, they can literally stall it for like ever, or at least for a couple of hours if they want to, and it makes the experience quite dreadful. Again, you don't have this problem in physical Magic or in the MTG Online, because in MTG Online you have a timer. Once you run out of time, you lose the game. So if you try to stall forever in MTG Online, you just lose every game. If you try to do it in an official game, you will be either disqualified or forfeit the match because you actually are stalling without a win condition. But we don't have this in MTG Arena, so it leads to some really awful games, and the deck is quite popular in MTG Arena, so it's not like you can really avoid it unless you're playing the casual queue, but you have to bring down your decks to such a low power level that you basically could just play with the standard starter decks, and well, you could have a good time if you enjoy that. But if you want like something more, then you're gonna run into quite a few Nexus of Fate decks. And again, this is mainly a MTG Arena problem, although the deck itself is it's kinda dreadful to play against. It's not fun, it shouldn't really exist. Like, they should just emergency ban the Nexus of Fate, or at very least restrict it in some way. It's just not very fun to play against, even on other platforms. So that is the main reason why I'm currently not like super invested in MTG Arena. It's just not a very fun experience, especially if you don't play like a ton of games per day. It's very hard to make a video about a new deck when half the decks you meet are gonna be Nexus of Fate, and well, you either have to forfeit or you have to like play through it, and it's not very interactive really. Now obviously Mono Blue is actually one of the few decks that are really good against Nexus of Fate, especially in best of ones, because you have so many counter spells, and assuming you get a good start, like if you get any creature with Obsession and you can start drawing cards, you pretty much have won the game. So that it's actually a very good deck against Nexus of Fate, and Mono Blue did actually win the latest GCP, which I'm gonna do a video about tomorrow, by the way. But personally, I don't enjoy playing Mono Blue that much. Like, it's a strong deck, you can win with it certainly. However, for me, it's not very fun to play. It's very straightforward. Play creature, play Curious Obsession, go to town, hopefully you don't draw a bunch of lands, and you're probably gonna win the game. If you don't draw counter spells, or if you don't draw Curious Obsession, you might lose the game. There's very little real thought process in the deck. Like, there are a few choices you have to make, like, do I play my only creature on turn 1 and hope it doesn't get burned, and so I can play my Curious Obsession the next turn and have mana open for a counter spell, or do I just hold a creature back and wait until I have 2 mana so I can protect it? But overall, the deck is it's too straightforward for me, and it's not very fun to like only play it. I want to play more decks. However, most decks are quite weak to a Nexus of Fate in the first game, so it pretty much forces you to play best of 3s. But again, it's still not, even if you have the perfect counters, it's still not a fun experience. It's pretty much like Yasuo in League of Legends. It doesn't matter how low his win rate ever gets to, people will still ban him because it's not fun to play against. You can get more examples from other games like Hearthstone or any card game. You can point at decks that are maybe not that powerful, but are just not fun to play against. It doesn't matter if you can counter it, it's still not a fun experience. Anyway, that's everything I wanted to say about that particular topic, but yeah, that's the main reason why I'm currently not like pushing out video after video, because for me it's not very fun to actually play Arena at the moment. But hopefully they will fix it eventually. But in the meantime, I'll be looking to make other type of Magic content which doesn't require me to play as much of the game, at least not in Arena, because you know, I just not finding it very fun at the moment. But yeah, that was everything I wanted to say. Tomorrow I will be releasing the video about the latest GCP where Monoblue actually won a game, or won the tournament I should say, so you have that to look forward to. Anyway, that's everything. I'll catch you guys next time. This is Project signing out. And this is Project signing back in. It's me from the future. I just want to talk about the game I actually played in the background. It was actually quite interesting. Now, on the previous turn, that was really the interesting turn, I made the decision to block the dino with both the Sphinx and the Drake. If I had only blocked with the Sphinx, I would actually have won this turn, because I did draw the Curious Obsession. I would have both the Drakes and they both would have 5 powers, and I would have 2 with the bird. Now luckily I ended up winning anyway, which you will see in a moment, but it was a really interesting choice of how to actually block. Now right here he goes for Rascal's Contempt. I'm gonna end up negating it eventually, and he's gonna tap out if I remember correctly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. This is Project signing out for reals now.